there's something you're saying here that's very serious. So, extramarital relationships.
Or how does the driver
No,
carry it?
extramarital relationships. No, if the gate man or the driver may actually carry themselves better than the man, in the sense that
Sometimes it's just
extramarital relationships start from somebody suddenly being the voice that is credible enough in the ears of a spouse. It makes sense to his mind. Meanwhile, his
yeah.
wife may just be complaining and throwing tantrums, and he's like, "What's wrong with this woman?"
Well,
They get both ways, yes. That's why I
yeah.
just use the word spouse. And then the woman is like, "You see, when they say it, you understand, but when I don't say it, you don't." No, the gate man or the driver may actually carry themselves better than the man, in the sense that
Sometimes it's
they,
just a
they
physical thing.
no. They are approachable. They
Okay.
become a shoulder to lean on.
Nice.
The man is not available, but
Beautiful.
this driver has become a soulmate, so to say. If there's anything that happens, he is the only person Madame can pour out her heart to. It's a very
Mm-hmm.
dangerous thing. A lot of men don't know that.
Yeah.
And naturally, when there is a shoulder to lean on, anything can happen.
Yeah. Because unfortunately, some men believe that just because the money is there, then
Yeah,
I am
you
actually,
become like furniture in the house.
and then I'm also backing out orders, so I'm in control. So
Exactly.
it's not about money. It's not about whether you're providing money or not. It's
Well,
about
we are, yes,
it's about
availability is
having
about
someone,
filling
having
your
people
roles.
who are able to come together in unison to do I have a partner? I think we take
Yeah,
it for granted. We actually take that word for granted. You saw the
yeah,
one I sent the other time. The person said, for
yes,
somebody that I use my money to bring into my house that I paid for. So my question was,
exactly.
this is the mind that you have.
That
That means you're not seeing the person as a partner.
whatever she has is his own because he
But those
paid
are
for
two different
dowry.
people. Those are actually two different
Yeah,
people. So once you're not seeing your partner as a partner, you're not going to display characteristics of a partner. Therefore, you will not have a partnership, and therefore you will have problems. I think that's really what it is, isn't it?
I pray. My prayer is that the people that are listening to these conversations will be careful to get the actual gist of this matter. My prayer is that the spirit of this conversation will be clearly communicated and effectively done. The meaning of what I'm saying is this.
Amen, 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 amen.
The implication of what I'm saying is this. May God help us to look beyond financial provisions only in a marriage situation, to the extent that the man understands that the role that God has placed him in is way, way, way above just make money available. Money does not speak. Money does not prepare food. Money does not provide a shoulder to lean on. Money does not provide emotional support. Money does not provide emotional intelligence. For the spouses, both ways. A woman has a language she speaks, and the man can see through her and know what she's saying. In a similar way, a man can become so uninvolved that he loses the love that should bind the marriage together. So there is overemphasis on cash. Well, we called it cash nexus when we were in business administration. Cash nexus, where everything is about money. But I'm saying here that it's not so. The role of a man can be to provide a shoulder to lean on. The role of a man can be counsel or instruction, wisdom. The role of a man can be to be the bridge maker, even between the in-laws and the outlaws. The role of a man can also be security. Yeah, that there is a man in the home that speaks up and everybody straightens out. All of this is not just about cash. Yeah.
Like,
So when you're discussing the success or the failure of a marriage, You cannot say it is just money that made it fail. No, that is a wrong
Exactly.
interpretation.
Oh, I
So
love
that's what
that
we're
ending.
communicating.
Please, can you repeat that? I love that ending. When the
I'm
person,
saying that if, in the event of a failure of a marriage, we cannot
yes,
just say that it is because of money that it failed. It's not
it'll
correct.
never be. It'll
There
never
are
be.
lots of other ingredients that gets missing before a marriage can fail.
At the end of the day, it's about the people. It's always
It's
about
about the people.
people. Yeah.
It's
The
about the
spirit of
people.
the
Yes.
person. Yes.
Yes.
So,
Let's what
uh,
people who speak casually say is let the couple understand themselves. But what we have tried to do here is to break down that word understand yourselves. We have provided that yes, money is important, but it's not everything. There is the issue of emotional intelligence. There is the issue of children's attention, or giving the children due attention. There is the issue of what I may call mechanical aspects of life. For instance, the bulbs are all dead. These are some of the roles a woman cannot play. Somebody to fix the bulbs, somebody to check why the gate is no longer opening, somebody to, okay, there's a flat tire. What do we do? This tire is flat. What do I do?
you know what this
Yeah.
reminded me of? This has
Yes.
reminded me of, okay, so we're going to talk about when a woman is she's more up and doing in a home, the
Yes.
effect on the
Yes.
home. Because I do know that if you find a couple where the woman is more up and doing, it poses a very big problem. And this is money
Uh-huh.
aside. I hope that I will remember these last things I mentioned so I can bring them up so that people can begin to understand. In essence, the last thing that I would like to say, as a man, and not even just as a man, as a human being, we need to develop ourselves to a point where we find value in ourselves, despite whatever is happening on the external. Because once you have value in yourself as a human being, you it will transmit to whoever you're communicating with or whoever you're in a relationship, and that will build the trust and confidence in you. If I have trust and confidence in you, then I can relax because I will have respect for you. When I have respect for you, it means I have respect in your capabilities, respect in your decision making. Is there anybody who does not want somebody that has um, wisdom in their approach in decision making? This is why a
Exactly.
man will run into problems when he has a wife who is earning more or who is contributing more because she has not seen, you have not given her the confidence, right? And you not giving her the confidence is the result of what you see in her now not being open and very close to you, right? And it's not necessarily always just the man's fault. It could also be that it's both of them because
Yeah.
in the first, yes,
Yeah.
if a man happens
Let
to
me
be,
can I interject? There's something you're saying here that's very serious. There's something you're saying here that's very serious, Uzo. A lot of times, hmm, extramarital relationships start from somebody suddenly being the voice that is credible enough in the ears of a spouse.
yes, yes, exactly, yes, exactly,
The
both
guy,
ways. That's what it
the guy,
both ways.
both ways, yes. That's why I
Yes,
just use the word spouse.
yes,
You see a man who suddenly begins to say that there's a lady outside there who is able
yes,
to minister to the soul,
yes,
who knows how to communicate, and he suddenly, even to articulate your position intelligently, yeah, and dispassionately, so that the man can see where you're coming from. You're not able to do so. Meanwhile, you see a
yes,
little girl who may not
yes,
be anything. But he's
Yes.
able to just get to this man's heart. And the man sees what she's saying. And then the woman is like, you see, when they say it, you understand. But when I don't say it, you don't understand. It is her fault. In a similar
I
way,
know.
there are also young women or women generally who suddenly see a man that seem to be answering all the questions she has.
Yeah.
And they're wondering what happened.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So it is a situation that we must. You married that person, so there was love sometime in it.
You've gone back to the ideal couple, and I keep insisting that more that half, 50% are ideal, 50% are not ideal. I almost wanted to say that more than 50% are not ideal, but I don't want us to get into that conversation.
Yes, I don't also want us to go there. But the point I'm just communicating is that
Yeah.
I don't want to just say let us understand each other. No.
What is most important is the quality. What quality of person are you? It's not enough to just be a bookworm or to just be a church person. If you are, what you have to be a quality person.
That person you're
Right?
calling a church person, eh? That person you're calling a church person
Yes.
may not have, oh my goodness.
What?
I am a communication person. What I
Right.
studied is communication.
Right.
If there is no change in behavior, communication is not done.
I don't know where you're going. I agree. I agree, but I don't know where you're going.
You are passing information. Let's say a lady is expecting a certain character change in her husband
Hmm.
and she's not seeing it.
Yes.
Not until the husband is able to see what she's saying, understand it, and provide the character change she needs. He has
Then she
not
hasn't
understood it.
communicated, or he hasn't got the
Exactly.
communication. Yes.
Exactly. In a similar way, it's also two ways. My experience talking to people generally is that you see a woman who will say, how come you don't know that I'm sick?
Yes.
Don't you have eyes? No. But you are looking at her to give you the impression of what she's going through, and
Yes.
she's not forthcoming,
Yes.
and she blames the man. The other way
Yes.
around too. There are many of us who are men.
Yes.
You expect the woman to be a mind reader.
Exactly. I think I hear that women do it more a lot
Yes,
than
it's
men.
more with women.
That
It's
women
more with
that
women.
women want, yes.
Because they have mood changes. You should be able to read the changes when she's sick, and they hold on to that as evidence of no concern from the man. But go down to that problem and ask a question. When you notice that this man was not showing interest, what did you do? You see them collapse like a pack of cards.
Okay.
Now,
I'm actually
my message is nobody is God in your life. You must be able
sorry.
to manage your emotions.
Sorry, what was that? What do you mean by that?
You must be able to manage your emotions. You must be able to communicate your feelings.
Oh, right. Okay.
You must be able to communicate your issues. It is
Hmm.
your duty to make known your issues to
Thank
the
you very much.
extent that the other person is given the privilege of you determining that he is not interested
Thank you
in
very
showing
much.
any affection. That's the point
Thank
I'm
you.
making.
That's why I'm always saying that thing of not everybody is mature, not everybody is ripe for relationship. Because if you are not going to communicate, you cannot come here now and come and say, Bishop, my husband or my wife does not do this when you never even did the communication, right? And once you don't
Exactly.
have, yeah. So there are certain things that need to be there. There are certain ingredients that need to be there before you are qualified to even be in a
Even
relationship.
even the financial discussion we'll be having,
Yeah.
how many of us
All
are
right.
able to bring the factors to the table? Let's analyze these factors. No tantrums.
All
Let's
right.
look at the issues in their face value. You may find that it is just no communication. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Right. I have to go because I'm running late for that workshop I told you about.
Please, please.
Yeah.
It's
But
good.
this this was good. And you know how life happens. Can you imagine this conversation where we are taking to now? It's the type of conversation that we shouldn't have stopped. We should have gone on to continue this thing. I just hope that breaking it here is not going to all that momentum and the spirit that came into the conversation so that we'll be able to
Yeah.
do it
Yeah.
next time
So
we're
cool.
talking. I really hope so.
So cool.
And thank you for being on this episode. I hope that this episode gives a message to your spirit. No amount of excuses or blaming that you do tomorrow is going to be acceptable to everyone else because those who know that it is only the person who is ready that sees their own weaknesses and is ready and makes changes. Right? Continue being a person of value. That's really the most important message here. Thank you for being with us always and bye bye.